just finished college over at ASU, you know. Didn't learn shit. All I got was a drinking problem over there, you know. I knew I had a drinking problem because all 4 years my apartment was on the third floor.
When I roll these.
I never made it to my apartment. I was sitting homeless people down by my apartment, you know.
Yeah, this one, Cowgirl.
You know?
Great movie.
They really felt betrayed when they saw me walk up to my apartment one time. They're like, yo, what the fuck, you know? We sheltered you all these
like
nights.
Tarantino, like when I first saw him as a kid.
I'm like, I'm sorry, man. You
Really?
I also did a lot of drugs in college, as you do, you know.
The first movie I saw was Pulp Fiction.
You know, no cops here, right? You can admit to this shit.
I forgot the one that made me
Hell yeah, you know.
was in
Everyone knows everything. A lot of people do in college studies like Adderall.
Kind of like Jackie Brown.
Adderall's prescribed amphetamine. It's like a study drug, basically. He keeps you just focused and everything, you know?
It's a
I wouldn't
different one
take
for
that,
him.
though. You know, I have standards.
Well, it's kind of like Pulp Fiction.
I was whatever about Django.
And I don't take Vyvanse.
I have mixed emotions on it.
And if
Mixed
you don't know what
feelings.
Vyvanse
Like,
is,
I
that's
love
like
all
if
the
you
other
gave
movies.
an
Django
Adderall.
was like, yeah.
You know, the
I liked
drug,
it, but I
you
realized
gave it
it's,
Adderall, you know?
it can be
So I would be hyper-focused for 3 hours
It's
straight.
going
I'd
to rub
be
people
up.
the wrong way no matter what.
And the last time I took it, I'm not
Too
going to
many
take
people
it
on this
again.
planet.
Because I knew, I'm like, okay, I took this Vyvanse, I'm going to study for my finals. I'm going to be up for 72 hours, I'm going to crash. I missed time how much time I needed to actually study. So by the time I got done with all my schoolwork, I had 70 hours to kill. And when you have 70 hours hyped up on prescribed enemies
Because I don't remember thinking that was all
and an
that.
internet connection,
But that wasn't
you go down a rabbit hole and you figure out like who you really are as a true self. I spent 6 hours becoming a flat earther.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And honestly, I'm still kind of on the fence.
Silent Terror or whatever.
Yeah. I decided I want to work out, so I went over to the Planet Fitness. I didn't work out. I spent like 10 hours just cleaning all the equipment. I was like, this isn't right, man. I was just cleaning everything.
You know what the
The
grind
last part, there's no clean way to say this. I spent 14 hours looking for the perfect porn video.
Though, mainly.
And that post-nut clarity hits a lot differently when you see the sun go down and back up again.
Yeah, like the double feature.
All right, I'm the only porn watcher in here. All right, let's go. It is what it is, you know. Adderall, yeah. Oh, man. I'm 22, you know. And I've been doing a lot of introspection in my life. I've realized that I really haven't changed a lot since I was 12. Like, things I was doing at 12, I still do at 22. Like, when I was 12 and I had my first heartbreak, I remember crying in the shower to Taylor Swift on the speaker. And I know my parents were like, oh, our little boy's growing up, you know, like he had his first heartbreak. When you cry in the shower at 22, that's not what your parents think, you know? They're like, you need to get the fuck out of this house, you know? Meanwhile, I'm just fucking still crying to fucking Taylor Swift, you know? Teardrops on my guitar. It's not fun, man. My parents don't like me. All right, anyways, moving on. Yeah, that is the, you know, I was only crying because I was going through a heartbreak, you know? But looking back, it was probably a good thing I broke up with her because, like, no other girl has had me overdose on a drug before. Anybody want to guess what I overdosed on? Acid? Adderall? No, can't overdose on acid. It's not that fun, I promise you. You know, I overdosed on zinc. An over-the-counter vitamin. Now, you guys don't know about zinc, right? So, like, apparently it helps you perform in the bedroom. And I wanted to impress her, you know? And, like, I'd be taking it, I felt fine. Let me tell you, that shit right there is like the Superman serum, you know? I'm like, hell yeah, I can go round after round after round. But then after, like, a month or two, every time I would take it, I would start sweating. I would, like, get nauseous. I'd want to throw up, and like, a couple times I passed out. But I was like, you know what? When you're in a relationship, you know, you make compromises, you know? Anyway, so I took two this one time when me and my girl were driving up for a camping trip. And as we were driving, I passed out. And luckily we didn't get in an accident. I woke up in the hospital. And they asked me, like, do you take any vitamins or any other supplements? And I told them zinc. They didn't tell my parents that. They said, your son overdosed on a drug. And the look on your parents' face is really disappointing when they hear that you overdosed on a drug. But whenever they hear that you overdosed on an over-the-counter vitamin, that's a whole different level of disappointment right there, you know? No? All right, moving on. Anyways, pandemic's over, you know, looks like it, things are opening back up. You guys can, like, shout out. Any guys, like, really excited for something to happen now that the pandemic's over, you know? Anybody? Like, traveling? Yeah, just shout it out. Bar? Okay, yeah. I'm assuming, yeah. All right, bars, you know. I hear a lot of people are excited to go to concerts and everything. One thing you never hear, though, is first dates. And that's because no one's ever excited to go on a first date, you know? It's always awkward tension. You're like, oh, when do I hold her hand? Is it safe for them to know how much alcohol I drink in a night? You know, you're going through these questions. You a dog person or a cat person? Like, are you a dog person or a cat person, guys? Yeah. Dog? Yeah, I could never date you, you know? Well, listen, I'm trying to run through some material here, man. You think I'm cool enough to just come in and slide through, dude? No, that's not me, man. Yeah, no, but I'm a dog person, but I can't date someone who's a dog person, you know, because they end up taking the traits of a dog, you know? Like, they always want to be around you. They're always happy. They want to go on dates, or they want to go on hikes, you know? I'm not athletic. I don't want somebody to always be around me and really clingy. That's why I like dating a cat person, you know, because they end up taking the traits of a cat, you know. They don't mind napping all day. They need their personal space. You don't need to know like how this relationship is going because you just know deep down they resent you. I'm guessing that cut a little close to home for some people. All right. Oh man. I was single throughout the pandemic though. I broke up with my girl the Valentine's Day right before everything started shutting down. Yeah. I know some mixed results to breaking up with somebody on Valentine's Day, but I have my reasons. Let me explain. I just got home, and her and we started having sex, you know, like comfortable sex, you know, like really weird shit. You guys do weird shit in the bedroom? Getting blink looks. All right. Even means that super vanilla, or they don't want you to know. Anyways, I was having comfortable sex with a girl I was seeing at the time. It's a comfortable sex where I knew how hard to choke her, and she knew how hard to twist my balls. There was like no miscommunication whatsoever. And it was going all fine and well until she goes, couple issues with that. Philip's not my name. Philip is a brother's name. And this isn't the first time that's happened, but you know, I grew up in Florida, so I thought that was normal until I moved out to Arizona, you know? Luckily for Valentine's Day, we're going to a place called Rainforest Cafe. Anybody know what that is? Yeah. What's amazing about Rainforest Cafe is that it's the perfect place to break up with somebody, because every 15 minutes, the animatronics go crazy, storm cloud goes, and all that noise, it drowns out the sounds of her crying, you know? Yeah. Drove over to Lancaster. How do you guys like it out here? It's pretty nice over in California, right? No? Okay, alright. I was surprised. I thought you guys brought back the masks, or is that just like LA, Orange County? Here too? It's weird. I'm from Arizona, and like over there, we don't even believe COVID exists, you know? Yeah, we had our first lockdown like last May. Like May of 2021 is whenever we decided to recognize it, you know? It's weird over there. I always hear it's like the Florida of the West is what it is there. I spent some time growing up in Japan as well because my dad was military. And what's funny over there is that like, they're not really having sex over there, you know? It's a real big issue, you know? So the government's just like, okay, listen, we need to figure out how to get our population up. What they decided to do was start opening up government, like, assisted condom stores. So there's mascots for condoms over there, just like running around. They're throwing them everywhere, you know? No, I'm not losing you guys. It is what it is. So you guys are dating. How long you guys dated? Or seeing each other, or is it kind of loosey-goosey? 2 years? Shit, man. It's older than my phone. Not gonna lie, I do like California though. You guys are really chill. It's weird because like every time I come out here, I talk to my friends over here. They have like battles between upstate New York and like lower state New York. Is that like an actual thing? No, all right, cool. You know, I'll just stay in the dark. You know. I'll leave you guys with this. I remember whenever I asked back at my home club over in Phoenix, Arizona, I asked somebody like what they've been doing throughout the pandemic, and this guy comes up, stands up straight up, and says, "I've been fucking jerking off," you know, all proud and shit, you know. And I was like surprised. I was like, "Well, what do you do?" He's like, "Cam models." I was like, "What?" And he goes like, "Yeah, what I like to do is I like to stay in the hood, jerking off, and I like to see people just throwing money at these people, like $50, $100, just like." Just jerking off and be like, these pathetic bastards, you know? Alright, anyways, I lost you guys, but, you know, let's keep the energy up. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it, you know?
Keep it going for Gary! Alright, man, this guy, first time ever here at Big Chuck, first time ever doing comedy, man. He brought all his friends and family right here to make you guys laugh. Give it up for Chris Shea!
No, yes, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, something
Another one?
Yeah.
So I better hear all that shit. And another thing, what's up? My nigga Mike Gonzalez and shit talking about, oh, they caught this girl. And that nigga, now my girl mom gonna be like, what he say? What he say all fucking night? You know, like, no, I'm not talking about y'all, you know? So another thing, any couples in the house? Hey, I know, I just put a, title on that shit, you know? But little did she know, after 3 times you hit this shit, we go together. Got me fucked up. You know? What? Yup. Nigga, who you with? My homie's phone, who you with? My girl. Yup. What y'all doing? Me and my girl. Nigga, like, oh, you know? Fuck all that, you know? You know, relationships, they have their perks, they ups and downs, you know? You gotta keep that shit flying, you know? Like, to me, relationships, sex is a big part of it, you know? It is a big part of it, you know? I'm one of those, you know? Let's spice that shit up, keep that shit going, and let's try something new, you know? That is like, you know? Okay, you know? So, you know, if you're like me, try something new. When you having sex, like she coming, punch her in the leg, give her a dead leg. You gonna know the next day, like, hey, like that shit coming right around, try something new, you know? One thing about good sex though, that shit have you doing shit you never even knew you could do, you know? Like, after some good sex, one time I thought a lightning bolt hit me through the ass, right? I get up off the bed and shit, I look behind me, I'm dragging the motherfucking comforter behind me and shit, but my ass cheeks like, what the fuck? Not the sheet, I'm talking about the vertical perfect Walmart comforters, some big motherfuckers in that bag, you know? Fuck it, you know, it is what it is. I ain't doing shit you ain't done before, you know? Like, you know, one time I caught myself moaning and shit, like, she's like, is it good? I'm like, yes, it is. It is. I look in the mirror, holding my legs and shit like it is. Hey, you know what it is. Good sex will do that to you, you know? For real. Good sex will have your ass tripping like, why is she taking selfies and shit? I'm right here. You taking selfies, that's supposed to be by yourself.